On today's Toy Spot, we'll be looking at Impossible Toys Quint-01 Judge. If you've already seen my other 3 reviews of the other Quintessons, surprisingly enough, I didn't start with this guy, even though, being that he's Quint-01, but I figured I'd leave the best for last. If we have a look at the packaging is the same as the other Quintessons. There's nothing different about them. They have a good picture of the DreamWorks. Sorry, not the DreamWorks, the Dreamwave comic of with the Quintessons there. And just on the back, on the side here, we've got a picture of the Quintessons there, the actual toy with light-up action. And on the back, there is the figure, or the Quintesson with the text specs below. And it says the 5 faces: war, wrath, wisdom, death, and judgment. These are the 5 faces that make up the Quintessons, or make up a Quint. Their only purpose is to eliminate those who threaten their being. In spite of having 5 faces, no matter which voice speaks, generally the verdict ends up being the same: innocent. Generally a nomadic race, the Quint's way is to invade and colonize new worlds. In order to do so, they have created robotic slaves in which they use on a battlefield. Their goal is to recreate their homeworld on each planet they invade. Very nice. And there's a picture of the characters on the bottom here. So we've got wrath, we've got war, death, judgment, and wisdom. There has been some controversy as to the actual names of the faces. I know the faces have changed. They reference, I should have it in front of me, but they reference actually these names differently in, was it, I think the Ultimate Guide 2. They actually reference these as different names. But nonetheless, there's a nice box here. What we'll do is we'll open this guy up and we will have a closer look at the Quintesson. And here we have the Judge out of the packaging. If we get a good look at the figure now, this I think is going to fall at any minute. And the only reason why is I've got it on the energy base, and there it gives you a good view of the characters. I'll get into that in a second. Unfortunately though, the way my energy base is, I mean, there's a hole. Makes sense. I mean, and then it fits into the, this is where the light comes out and lights up this base, but for some reason, as hard as I try to get it on, it squeezes itself off, kind of thing. So I mean, it'll sit well, and then next thing you know, it'll fall off. I've got another couple of these Quintessons, so it might just be a bad one that I've got with this guy. I think what I might just end up doing is I might just glue the base on at some point, but in the way of the figure itself, you get a good look at all the faces here. Impossible Toys did an incredible job on the detailing of the faces here. If you ask me, far superior, and I'll move the tentacle out of the way there, far superior than the other Quintessons that they've made. Great detailing though. I mean, you got the the glowing lights down there, and then you've got the detail on the top. So overall, really happy with the toy. It's a shame though that for some reason it does not want to sit on the base for me. And like I said, I've tried to apply pressure and get it on there, and sure enough, when I think it's on, and maybe it might stay for the rest of this review, but for some reason that base does not want to stay for me, and this thing ends up popping off. You can almost see it coming off now. Yeah, that's my only drawback with the toy. And again, I might just, and there it goes. Oh, there it goes. What I might just end up doing is, like I said, gluing it. These faces can be interchangeable as well. There's a little peg on the actual base, and then there's a little square hole on the faces, so you can interchange them, although you really wouldn't want a reason to interchange them. I mean, once you've got them set, you pretty much can keep them as is. Overall, I love this set. I love this Quintesson. It's really nice. They did a great job on the detailing. It's just a shame that the base does not want to sit, because I mean, if not for that, I would give this high marks. it just does not want to sit for me. And as much as I apply pressure to get it to stay, it'll stay and then it'll just pop off again. So maybe I'll rush this review along. The other figures in the wave, and the ones I've already done, are the Executioner. So we'll put that guy out there. I did not like the Executioner at all, which hopefully you saw my review of it. We have the Scientist. And then last but not least, we have the Prosecutor, which is also a great figure. And I've got a little bit of... There we go. So overall, a nice set, and get a better shot for you guys. A nice set of the Quint-01s here. The ones you'll want to pick up are the Judge, the Scientist, and the Prosecutor. I think are all very good, solid figures. The one you might want to stay away from is the Executioner. The Executioner, again, and if you watch my review of it, it's a lousy figure, and they really cut corners when they made it. But overall, there's a good collection of Quint-01s, and I'll move this guy aside. That was a toy spot on Quint-01 Judge, and with that, I will see you guys next time.